Good afternoon. We are going to have a debate about biotechnology, and I'm going to give you a little introduction about what biology is. Biology, biotechnology is technology that utilizes biological systems, living organisms, or parts of these to develop or create different products. Today, biotechnology covers many different disciplines. New technologies and products are developed every year within the areas of medicine, development of new medicines and therapy, agriculture, development of genetically modified plants, biofuels, biological treatment, or industrial biotechnology, production of chemicals, paper, textile, and food. So, Monse de la Rosa and Monse Rusili are going to be against biotechnology, and Eileen Perez and Oscar Garcia in favor. You may begin.
So first, biotechnology has a lot of applications in medicine. It is called medical biotechnology, and for example, it helps a lot when you try to create a genetic modified insulin, which is called Humulin, and this helps for the treatment of many types of diabetes patients. And it also can help to create gene therapy, which is to remove or add uh, genes to an embryo or child that is still in the womb to correct some defects and some potential syndromes.
Biotechnology also has a lot of uses in the production of antibiotics. For example, plants are used to develop antibiotics for humans as well as for animal use. It helps in production of vaccines and artificial hormones for hormone therapies. Edible vaccines are mucosal-targeted vaccines, which cause stimulation of both systematic and mucosal immune responses. It also helps in the diagnosis. It helps in disease diagnosis by various techniques such as ELISA, PCR, etc. ELISA is based on antigen and antibody reaction to detect different diseases. PCR is technique to amplify specific DNA segments. This helps to detect HIV in AIDS patients. It also helps in the application of aquaculture fisheries. It improves the quality and quantity of fishes. To biotechnology, fishes are introduced to breed via gonadotropin-releasing hormone. It grows and it helps growth, genetic characterization, control of diseases, metabolic engineering, and transgenesis.
Biotechnology has also applications in agriculture. It helps with creating organisms that are genetically modified, such as crops, animals, plants, fungi, and bacteria. These genetically modified crops are formed by manipulating DNA sequences for the genes to be modified.
Now, Monse Rusili is going to give us her perspective on biotechnology ethics.
The study of controversial ethical issues emerging from new situations and possibilities brought about by advances in biology and medicine is bioethics. It is also moral discernment, as it relates to medical policy, practice, and research. Biotechnology is playing an important role for the improvement of human life. However, due to extensive and absurd use of natural resources deterioration, the social and natural environment has also been occurred. The ethical evaluation of biotechnological interventions rests first upon a good understanding of the science behind these interventions, and second upon balancing the risks and benefits such interventions pose. In addition, the power of new molecular techniques to manipulate life, insert the genes of one species into the genes of another species, and otherwise redirect living organisms both in captivity and in the wild to specific human purposes, raises questions about the proper role of humans in the environment and in the alteration of living organisms. Some serious risks of development of biotechnology are unintended consequences. Sometimes scientists fail to create or design the idea that they have in their mind due to lack of information or to taking an unnecessary risk. Biotechnology is a topic that is just emerging and we are still a lot of misinformation about it. This could lead to big mistakes that could seriously affect us. Here's an example. Sugarcane farmers in Australia in the 1930s had a problem. Cane beetles were destroying their crop. So they reasoned that importing a natural predator, the cane toad, could be a natural form of pest control. What could go wrong? Well, the toads became a major nuisance themselves, spreading across the continent and eating the local fauna, except for, ironically, the cane beetle. Another risk of the development of biotechnology is weaponizing biology. The world recently witnessed the devastating effects of disease outbreaks in form of the Ebola and the Zika virus, but those were natural in origin. The malicious use of biotechnology could mean the future outbreaks are started on purpose. Whether the perpetrator is a state actor or a terrorist group, the development and release of a bioweapon such as poison or infectious disease would be hard to detect and even harder to stop. Unlike a bullet or a bomb, deadly cells could continue to spread long after being deployed. The US government takes this threat very seriously, and the threat of bioweapons to the environment should not be taken lightly either.
Later, Oscar talked about agriculture, so I'm gonna refute that argument because food contain genetically modified ingredients are not usually labeled to indicate their origin. So this is because regularly agents determine food safety based on its similarity to existing food. It is chemical composition and effects of digestive systems of test animals. Uh, this can cause allergy and toxin. It is not, and these products are not marketed. Another concern arises in agricultural biotechnology is the united spread of transgene to other organisms. When a crop is grown in the field, its DNA, including the transgene, can theoretically be expanded to the organisms in several ways. Certain types of plant virus can transfer DNA from the host to chromosomes to a wild relative as well. Bacteria take up genes from the environment in the process known as transformation and pass genes to among different types of plants through conjugation. Another argument is the cost and economy. As the other part says, biotechnology can improve in the medicines, but it can also affect to the population because the cost will be higher, and some families can be affected by that because the patients will spend a lot of cash.
So to conclude this debate, I'm going to resume the important points of biotechnology. Biotechnology is a branch of genetics first used in 1970 by the development of genetic engineering. Nowadays, biotechnology is used in many different aspects of life. New techniques, technologies, and products are created every year within agriculture, medicine, and industrial biotechnology. Biotechnology is used in daily life on the food we eat and pesticides used in plants for agriculture and a modified insulin for people with diabetes, as well as a gene therapy embryos or children in medicine. It also helps do better and more complete diagnose on the DNA segment. We can say that there are a lot of ethic controversies about biotechnology as well aspects that can can go wrong by using this branch of genetics, confusing the unintended consequences, weaponizing biology and agriculture, and costs of economy. So I guess this is it for the debate. Thank you.